What's going on, guys? It's Mystic Prun, and today I've got something a little bit different. As you can see, I have got a real motorbike, not a GP bike. Technically it is, actually, because this bike is in GP bikes. It's the CBR Cut bike, 2005 edition. And this is basically going to be like a little vlog series, I guess, of me getting myself prepped to go on track in the real world. And this here is the first step. Brand new, well, that's brand new, it's 05, but it's brand new to me, CBR. Needs a bit of work doing. Needs a new battery. I think needs a new battery. I think one is coming for that, because I think the previous owner, or the one before the previous owner, who I bought it off, had put a battery on that was a little bit too small. So, yeah, that's that. Where are we at? We've got, it's had a bit of work done to it. Obviously we've got the quick unlock fuel cap, Harris rear sets down here, rear shock. I think the rear shock might be standard, but either way it's a fairly decent rear shock. Forks are standard, however we do have a K-Tech spring in them, and they have been redone. So for reference, I'd like to say I'm about 13 stone. And this is set up for someone who's 14 and a half, so it won't be too far off for me, and I'd like it a bit stiffer anyway. So for reference, I think he said the forks in it, the springs in it, were 9.5. Obviously we've got Olin's adjustable steering dampener. Come on, Piboso. See, adjustable. Turn this dial, it adjusts. Come on, Piboso. And honestly, that is about it. The rest of it's stock. Oh, of course, I missed the big bit out at the back here. The Acra titanium system. I think it's a back end cannon headers, I think, is where we're at with that. I don't know if you can see those in there. But this is the changeover model. So the first gen RRs from like 2003, I think they were basically glorified CBR Fs. Basically, it was just the updated fairing and underseat exhaust. But this one is when they began changing it over to like 2007, 2008 models, where they went for the slimmer fairings and stuff. Still got the fat fairings on, but it's got the mechanics such as the upside down forks, the upgraded brakes, slightly different swing arm too, I believe. So it's got all that going for it. Shall we hear it? Now, you probably won't get how loud this thing is until through YouTube, but whatever. It's quite loud, although it will get in cross, so. Yeah, quite loud. I did warm it up before that, by the way, so I didn't just rev it like that from cold. So you don't need to worry your pretty little faces about that. The bike was already warm. So the first step for me is going to be take the fairings off and clean it down and give it a full inspection. And see where we're at. I mean, the bike itself is pretty good, to be honest, but I'm not very good at doing this video-y thing handheld, so you're probably going to end up looking at ground, feet or sky. But there are a couple of rough edges that I am going to tidy up. Oh, it came with a spare rear wheel on a slick, rear disc on that, and a full set of wets, as well as both the paddock stands. There was supposed to be a battery, but he forgot that, so he says he's just going to have his supplier send a new one over, which can't argue with. But runs and sounds sweet, all the mechanicals sound sweet, but like I said, fairings off. Quick wash, see where we're at, run it a bit, see if there's any oil leaks. There are a few little fiberglass nicks, and as a matter of fact, if we take the seat off, I mean, that's a leather seat, that's the road seat, that I don't know who has that anymore, but that's going to get replaced for a foam seat. As you can see, there's a couple of fiberglass issues. We buy race bikes, who I bought it off, very helpful. Graham, the guy's name was. Very helpful. Would recommend. It's made buying the first track bike, or just the first bike, to be honest. Really, really easy. So yeah, like I said, the battery does seem a little small for the certainly for the holder at least. So might be something I'll have to look into. So yeah, like I said, seat's going to get replaced. Fiberglass is going to get patched up and redone. I'm going to get a paint job on it. I might put my GP Bikes paint job on it, blue and white stripes. Don't know yet. It's a bit complicated because I have to buy stickers, so I don't really want to buy stickers then crash it down the road. It's just going to be expensive. We'll see, but yeah, so this series is going to be basically documenting me servicing and sorting all this thing out mechanically and getting it all running and working well. I mean, it's already pretty much there, but it's just going to be a final little tweaks and stuff. And I'm just going to basically be documenting that on YouTube. So there's no schedule to this, it's just basically whenever I can afford to do things or whenever I can be bothered to do things. So zero gravity screen as well. So yeah, that's where we're at the minute. I'll get the fairings off. Right, fairings are off. The belly of the beast then. Couple of little electrical cover-ups, I'm guessing, or strengthens. There doesn't seem to be any issues. I'll probably cable tie that out of the way somewhere because, as you can see, it just flops about. So I might run a cable tie through that and just cable tie it to that, like that. Tank. I'm not very pleased with the tank. Well, I am actually, to be honest. It's exactly what you'd expect for a race bike. It's going to be dented and stuff. It does have a cover on it, so it's not a major issue. But I would look into getting a new tank for it. Other than that, and a slight dent in the Acura end can, it's in pretty good nick. Initial views are, like I say, a couple of electrical bits here, but they've been strengthened, to be honest, so if there's no issue with them, I'm not going to focus too much on it. A little scrape on the top of the dial. It's a track bike, it's going to have scrapes, it's going to have bumps, you know, it's going to have a couple of dodgy wiring, a couple of hoses that need changing, but overall I'm still very pleased with the thing. I mean, it has run track days in this configuration, so I know that it's track ready and it's track safe. It's just a case of getting it serviced, getting it ready to roll. There's the oil. Oh, where's the oil filter? Oil filter's there on the other side, just through there. These are the headers. As you can see, it's had a bit of welding done. Other than that, I'm really pleased with it. What I'm doing now, if you can hear me, is just going to check for some oil leaks. I've got the fairings off, belly of the beast. I'm just checking for any oil leaks. That gives me another excuse to have it running. There's the air intakes and the filter in there, probably going to replace that. I've not a clue how you get to it. I'm guessing all this has to come off. There's the oil filter, high flow filter. Good filter, a little bit of oil around the edge. So that's just coming from the filter. Well, yeah, a little bit of oil there. Not too worried about that, like I say, it's just coming from the filter. This stuff here seems to be greased from the chain, I think. I'm hoping. The sprocket, as there is a lot on there. I think he's just used like an oil to grease the chain up, so I'm not too fussed about that either. Tesla TrackDay on the front and the back, so the tyres are good. They'll get me through some track days next year. I mean, you can see, look, the chain's been going around. It's splashed up here and here. So I have a feeling that that's what that is there. There isn't a cover on it. There should be a cover over that sprocket. I'm not sure if I'll put one on. I might do. Doesn't need one. I have no idea if you can hear me. ECU here. So yeah, that's where we're at. Service, quick wash service, have a look for a new tank just to see if we can get rid of that, although I'm not sure it's even worth it, to be honest. Have a look for a new battery, as like I say, it's a bit small. Really need to remember to point the phone where I'm looking, like you're looking down there and I'm fiddling with the battery, so yeah, you can see it's a bit small here on the battery, so don't think that's the original. Other than that, service and a wash, bit of a paint job, new front wheel because I've only got the back, and we'll be set. We got Renthal grips, so we know she's good. All steers and goes the right way, the frame's straight, no cracks in it that I can see. She's all good. And that's me waking up the neighbours for today, so I'll give it a quick wash. Might do it on camera, might do it off, I don't know. But we'll see where we're going.